So hello everyone, this is Priyansh Gupta here. I hope you all are doing well. So till now in this series, everything about using Celery with Django, I have already uploaded two videos. In first video, I did the base environment setup, a perfect base environment setup for Celery, Celery Beat and Django Celery results. And the second video is very important. I know it's little big, but I am guaranteeing you, if you have watched this video, it will completely upgrade your development skills, because in this video I have covered some topics on which no other YouTube video has ever covered. In this video I took Celery to the most advanced level. I talked about Celery worker, pool, concurrency, auto scale, how you can scale large applications, how you can scale your Celery workers, when to use processes, when to use threads. All things have been covered in this video. It's a must watch video if you really want to level up your skills. Now let's start this video. And one more thing, I have already uploaded the code for this to the GitHub repository. Also, I have made separate branches for each video. Like for this part 1, you can check out the code here. And for part 2, I will create the separate branch so that code remains separated and you can follow the code as well with the video. Now moving further, in this video, our task will be to send mails using Celery. So we will see how to send the mails basically using Celery, and then we will basically use Celery Beat to schedule the task to send mails at particular point of time. Also, we can use Celery Beat to perform a task at regular interval of time. So we will explore all the things, and we will also see how you can create a dynamic task in Celery Beat. Suppose if you want to create a periodic task dynamically using the front end or interface and remove that task or basically stop that task at some point of time. So we will cover all that stuff in this video. Let's get started. So here I will create one new app for sending mails. Django admin start app, and let's name it send mail app. And now inside this I will create one more file, that is task.py. And here inside this, basically I will import the user model. So currently I'm not using a custom user model, I am using the default user model here. So I will import that using from django.contrib.auth import get user model. Now I will create one new task here, but for that what I will do is I will copy the code from the tasks.py file that we created in our first video, tasks.py. So this is all that we have to copy here. We will copy this stuff and then paste inside our send mail app tasks.py, and we will name this function as send mail function, and then we will return done after our task is successful. Now inside this, what I want to do is I want to send mails to all the users. Okay, suppose I am an admin user and now I want to send mails to all my, suppose I am an admin user and I want to send mails to all my users. Now this mail can be of anything, like suppose this is an e-commerce website, then about new offers, new sales and all that stuff, or it can be any kind of website, right? So inside this function, what I will do is I will first use Django ORM to get all the users. So here get user model dot objects dot all, because I want to send mails to all the users. But suppose if you want to add some filter here that I want to send mails to only these specific users, then you can specify that here by using filter method. Okay, now once I have got all my users, now I will iterate through this. And why I am using Celery? Because I don't want to allocate this task to Django itself, because it will create some extra overhead and extra overload, and also it will decrease the user experience. Because suppose if I create some interface from which admin can click on send mails, then he or she will have to wait for a lot of time till all the mails have been sent to all the users. Because suppose if it's taking 10 minutes because there are a lot of users, and if it's taking a lot of time, then he will actually have to wait for that period of time. But that is not a good user experience, right? And one thing I want to add here, that all things like why to use Celery, when to use Celery, what are the advantages of using Celery, I have already covered in the second video of this series. You can check out that. In this video, I will focus only on implementation. So now let's iterate through this for user in users. And for sending mails, I will use the send mail function of Django. And I will also have to configure some SMTP settings in my settings.py. And if you don't know how to send mails using Django, then I already have video regarding that on my channel, that is sending mails using Django. You can check out that, because for that you will have to open your Gmail account, and there you have to do some configuration. You have to create one secret code, and then you will add that inside the Django settings.py file. For sending mails, you have to open this manage your Google account, and then inside this you have to go to this security, and then you have to enable this option, that is two-step verification. Then you will have to click on this app password, and now you will have to select the app here. And now I am saying other custom name. Suppose I am naming it Celery app generate. So it will give me one password, that is a secret code that we will use in our settings.py file. Now I will copy this code here, and please don't share this code with anyone. Then I will open this, and I will go to my settings.py file. And let's paste it here. Now I will configure some email settings. So SMTP settings. SMTP is basically a protocol that is used for sending mails. Now I am copy pasting this settings, because I have already covered this, that is sending mails using Django itself, in one of my video on my channel. Now I will mention the email address from which I want to send mails. So my mail ID is Priyanshu Gupta contact. So this email ID should be same from which you created the secret code. Okay, this should be same. Then gmail.com. Then my password will be this one that we have recently created. Now copy, paste, and now here you can mention anything. I am mentioning here testing, or you can do Celery testing or anything. Okay, now I am naming it just Celery, and default from email. Okay, it is 2 times, and here you can mention your email ID again. But suppose if you have some domain also, and you have some personal email ID, like suppose some xyz.com, then you can add that here. But now currently I am using my default Gmail ID itself. And now we have configured all the SMTP settings, and now inside the stars.py, what I will do is, first I will import the send mail function of Django. So from Django dot core dot mail import send mail. Now I will mention the message here, and what you can do is you can also create one HTML file and convert that into string and pass it as a message inside the mail itself. But I am not doing that here, because our main concern right now is to send mails using Celery. Okay, so it will be a simple message only, and before this message we have to create one mail subject, the subject of your mail. So hi Celery testing. If you are liking my content, please hit the like button and do subscribe to my channel. This is the message. Then to email. Now this will be the email ID of the user to whom we want to send the mail. So we will get that using user dot email, then send mail, and currently in my database I have only one user account, that is mine, but I will change that email ID to my real email ID because it will send the mail to that email ID and I don't want that. Okay, so I will recommend you, if you are testing, add only your real email IDs in your database. Now subject equals to mail subject, then message equals to message, from email equals to settings dot, we will have to import settings also because we will use that email host user that we have added inside our settings.py. Email host user is this one. From our project's name, that is Django Celery project, import settings, email host user, then recipient list equals to email, then fail silently equals to true. Now I have set this fail silently attribute as true because if by chance this send mail fails while sending mail to someone, then it will fail silently without affecting others. Okay, now after this, now what we can do is we can call this function using dot delay from any view in our views.py file. Suppose let's say in our main app in views.py I am creating one new endpoint, that is define send mail, to all, request, then from send mail app dot tasks import send mail function, right, send mail func. Now I will call that function inside this send mail func dot delay, then return http response sent, control save. Now I will start the server here using python manage.py run server. Now if I go to admin section here, then inside my users, I have only one user right now. I will change this to my original email ID and I will basically send mail to my another email ID. Okay, and I will save this. And now let's start our Celery worker as well because that will basically perform the task. So to start the Celery worker, we will use pool equals to solo. And now what is this pool equals to solo? I have already covered all this in my second video. And we are using this pool equals to solo because we are on Windows. And now it has been started here. And now and also we will have to create one new URL inside our urls.py inside our main app. So I will copy this, paste it here, send mails, or let's name it send mail views dot send mail to all, send mail, control save, And now if I try to access this endpoint, that is send mail, then I will get an instant response of sent here, because Django itself has not performed the task. It has sent the task to Celery. Now Celery will actually send the mails. So let's check that Celery has got one task and it has been received. So now currently Celery is sending the mail right now, and now it has succeeded and we have got a done here. Okay, we have got a done here. Now if I go to my email ID to which I have sent the mail, so I have not got the mail right now, so I am changing this to false to see what error is happening here. Control save, and I will also start the Celery worker again, because otherwise it will not update the code. And let's again refresh this page here, and it has received the task here. Now it is basically sending that. Now it is succeeding only. We are not getting any error here inside the send mail. And see, I have got the mail here. That is, if you are liking my content, please hit like button and do subscribe to my channel. So I don't know what has happened earlier, because the code was same only. I don't know, sometime it happens. So here we are getting the mail, so it's working perfectly fine. Now let's again change this to true. Control save, and if I again refresh the page here, then it has received the task and succeeded. And now I have got the new mail as well, so it's working perfectly fine. But here there is one limitation, that is, it is sending the mail at that time only. Okay, it is sending the mail instantly as soon as we hitting this endpoint. But now let's say if admin wants to send mails to the user at particular time, or he wants to send mail at regular intervals, like he wants to send mails at 12 a.m. every day, the same mail. Or suppose if he wants to mail them that their subscription plan has been expired. So what we will do is we will iterate through database at 12 a.m. or whatever time admin has specified. We will iterate through the database every day at 12 a.m. and we will see all those users whose subscription has been expired, and we will mail only those users. So how to do that? So for that we will have to use Django Celery Beat for periodic task or to schedule task. So that part we will see in the next video, and we will also see how to create dynamic task. Okay, dynamic task, because suppose if we don't want to hard code that at this point of time I will schedule my task, we don't want that. What we want is, we want user interaction. Like suppose if user has some interface here, and then he wants to choose at a particular time that at this particular time I want to schedule my task. So he can hit that button, and then at that moment one new record will be created inside Celery Beat, and then Celery Beat will send that task to Celery to be executed at that particular time at which user has mentioned. So that's it for this video. I hope you have liked this video, and if you did, then please press that like button and do subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned, stay connected. See you in the next video.